All right, check it. So, boom. Today is Friday, March the 14th, and it is currently 9:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just dropped my youngest baby girl off at work, and we're getting ready to go home and continue this home improvement, home reorganization journey that Holy Spirit has had me on for several months now, despite the current set of circumstances. So, before we do anything else, coffee. I'm really considering starting a series called What in the Hell Am I Doing with My Life while I am currently unemployed and going through a legal battle. Every day that I drop my daughter off at her job at a fancy schmancy French restaurant, I have to drive past my previous employer. I've decided to call it immersion therapy. I could go another direction to avoid the facility, but I've decided to embrace the level of discomfort that I feel every morning and afternoon until the feeling is gone. And every time I pass by, I pray for the people who are still working there, the men and women who are putting their lives on the line every day to keep people like you and I safe. And since I plan to do a lot, I had to grab some more Skin So Soft and some Dr. Teal's bubble bath from the neighboring CVS. I usually save myself a coin by ordering 2 bottles from the Avon website, but I ain't have time for that because I just ran out. And yes, I'm going to enjoy a few sips of my Dunkin' before I drive off. I love these new bowls and plates and cups that I got recently. You can get you some from Amazon. I put the link in my link tree. It's in the bio. They come in a variety of colors, and the best part is that they are microwave safe, dishwasher safe. They're also BPA free and made out of wheat, a recyclable material. Now let's clean these handful of dishes that are in this sink so that it's all clean when we get started putting things together and reorganizing the counter. And we'll have a clean sink when it's time to start dinner. Now y'all know I love my Scrub Mommy sponges. You can get yours from the TikTok shop. The link should be attached to this video. So let me tell y'all about today's projects. We have a coffee center that we're going to put together and put on the counter to replace what I currently have there. We also have an over-the-toilet table to replace the Formica one that I've had for, who knows, probably 2 decades. And it's just going in my powder room, so it doesn't need to be anything huge or fancy. Just something to provide some additional decoration, hold extra toilet tissue, hold the roll of paper towels and air freshener, extra bathroom hand soap, you know, that kind of stuff. And while I was doing this, the dogs were protesting, so I let them go out. And this is how trying to get them back in the house went. I'm pulling the tether because they got it all twisted up. I finally get it untwisted. I get Lovey in the house. I get Gemini off the tether, and he won't go inside. Look at him. Look at him. I had to fight him to get him in there. And then I got they little butts back in the crate, but Gemini needed some extra love. And after you touch dogs, wash your hands because they got germs. So the other day in my home improvement efforts, I took extra long screws and screwed them into the seats of my chairs because they were loose. And one of the screws was coming through and poked that lady's son that I married right in his butt. So I needed to loosen the screw. I have been clearly doing way too much with my free time. When you're using a blade, always cut away from your body. Y'all saw I did not follow that rule just now, but if you keep watching, you'll see that I follow it throughout. Also, when you're doing stuff with screws and screwdrivers and all kind of stuff like that, you should protect your hands. Use gloves. First of all, these gloves I have on help you with your grip, so it makes it easier to tighten things and hold on to things. And it's a great way to protect and take care of your hands. But it doesn't make it easy when you're dealing with itty bitty things like itty bitty screws. So you'll see me come out of them a few times. I got this cute little countertop, space saving coffee shop, coffee stand, whatever you want to call it, from the Amazon. And it was not that difficult to put together. The only thing that really took some time was putting together the little side hanging hook part for you to hang your coffee mugs. And I'm just going to put a couple of my black coffee mugs on it just for decorative purposes, because I use reusable cups with lids when I drink coffee, even when I'm home. The rest of the assembly was an absolute piece of cake. One of the things that I've been trying to be intentional about is getting up every morning at a reasonable time, just like if I was getting up to go to work, bathing, getting dressed, even if I'm just throwing on sweats and a t-shirt like today, styling my hair, even if all that means is slicking down my edges, and then making a plan for what I intend to accomplish that day, even if all I plan to do is laundry like yesterday and home improvement tasks like today, and pick up and drop off and all of those family responsibilities, which haven't changed. Because it's real easy to get comfortable and lazy, sitting around in my pajamas all day, lamenting on how wrong I've been done and what somebody should or shouldn't have done. It doesn't serve any real purpose. It doesn't make me feel any better. It definitely doesn't change the set of circumstances. And it absolutely doesn't honor God and all that he's already done for me, all that he's doing, and all that I know he's going to do. What I do know is that there is so much that I can accomplish, that I can do for myself and my family during this downtime. And I think I just might take y'all on the journey with me. What y'all think? I think I might start a series called A Day in the Life of an Out-of-Work Wife and Mother. What did I do with my time today? So this is how it turned out. It's lovely. I like it. I like it a lot. Now I just have to decide how I want to organize everything on it, under it. But first, we got to wipe the whole area down. And while I'm at it, I'll wipe the Keurig down and clean my sugar spoon and all of that good stuff. I think I like this organization, at least for now. It's also a great space saver. I opened up a lot of space on that counter. And now, the powder room. Y'all see how that Formica table is deteriorating? I think it's just from the humidity of the bathroom. I didn't realize how terrible it looked until I made a video. Golly. So let's bust open this box with the new table in it. And as you see, cutting away from the body. It's funny because the instructions say to put together that top piece, but the top piece came already put together. A win is a win. I looked everywhere for the tools, and there they were. And it said hardware. So what should have been a quick and easy installation became very cumbersome because the Allen wrench that they provided only had the correct shape on one end, and it was too long. So I could not just go around in a circle. I had to keep twisting the screw as close to the base as possible and then use the Allen wrench in stages to screw it in the rest of the way. And this is where I should have had gloves on because I made my thumb pretty sore. And that's why I said always use gloves. But I was already in it and didn't feel like going back into my tool bag and busting my gloves back out. And boy, am I glad I stopped at the CVS and got me some more Skin So Soft and some Dr. Teal's. Because, baby, the way my back is burning is ridiculous. So one of the things that I need to be working on while I'm out of work is this exercise plan. There's no excuse for me not to make it a point to live a healthier lifestyle. Before, the excuse was I didn't have time to work out. I ain't got no excuse now. And one thing I'll tell you is that I am not hard-headed, at least not most of the time. Baby, I learned from my past experiences. When I tell you I screwed those screws in as close to the base as I could get them so that I wasn't fighting with that Allen wrench for 20 years when I got to the other side, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. To distract myself from my back hurting, I was just encouraging myself. I was thinking about all of the things that I want to do with whatever life I have left, realizing that I don't get yesterday back and I'm not going to get to do today ever again. So I need to value it and do the things that bring my heart joy and make me and the people who I love feel loved. Do the things that make me feel peaceful and are a reflection of the gratitude that I feel for all that I have and all that I am, despite my circumstances. What I lost is not greater than what God has in store, and baby, do I know it. So before the table came, I had to decide what I wanted to do about decorations. Of course, I'm going to keep my little blue shelf. It matches the baseboards, which are the borders of the room. And I want to keep my dolphin paraphernalia because it is my absolute favorite animal. But I want to create something for this space. So I have some things coming and we're going to put those together next.